guys, welcome back to another speed build, and today we're going to be doing a very modern, quite eccentric, colourful house, which will be, well, I was kind of envisioning it as being for an artist sim, so that's why I was going for it. And oh my gosh, this house started off as being such a pain and I hated it, and it actually ended up being one of my favourite builds that I've done. I kind of want to live here. Um, so yeah, I thought of doing like quite a funky roof pattern, as you can see. I thought it'd be quite cool. And I wanted to add a garage as well for a little car. Even though we don't have cars in The Sims 4 yet, I still think it's more realistic and looks kind of cool, so I just sized up one of the little models. I originally started using these windows because I just think they look really modern. They let a lot of light in and they just look really, really nice. But I do end up changing them out later when I actually finally decide on my theme for the house. So I start off adding some greens. And actually, when I originally painted this house, I painted it all different colours and I couldn't decide if I liked it or I hated it. There was oranges and pinks and reds, and there was a lot going on. But in the end, I decided to opt for just an orange house with green accents. So I swapped out the windows for these ones which are green. My best friend is absolutely going to hate this house. She hates the colour combination green and orange, but I think it looks quite cool. I quite like it, so sorry about that. I like doing houses on foundations, but I realised that how would you get your car in to the garage? So I moved the house back down, added some lights out front, and then we move on to the floor plan. So originally I wanted to have the stairs opposite the door as you came in, but then the stairs would just go up to inside that little roof, so that didn't really work. So I just moved them to the back of the house, but I think that works as well. And obviously doors out to the balcony, put in a space for a bathroom and a bedroom. And of course I forgot the dining area. Absolutely classic. But that's okay. So I decided to go for wooden floors, and then I thought that you could walk in to the lounge area. And I had so much fun furnishing this house. It was so cool to add loads of different colours. I absolutely love colour. I am not scared of colour at all, unlike some other builders that I know. Not saying that that's a bad thing, but yeah, I thought it turned out really cool. I decided to have this yellow wall as a feature wall with blue and purple furniture. I think it looks really nice. I thought a coloured rug would be a little bit too much, so I did make that white. And also because I was thinking of this house as being for an artist, I added in some funky furniture as well. So that pretty cool lamp there, and the weird statue by the TV as well. I thought that was pretty quirky, so I thought I'd add that in. And of course the essentials by the door to put your shoes, just some clutter on top of the console by the door, box of tissues, everything that you need as soon as you walk into the house. And then of course I had to have a lot of artwork everywhere. I thought that this particular artist would be more into non-traditional art, so more of the abstract stuff, so I tried to choose all of those sorts of artworks that we have available to us, and I think it worked quite well. And I always end up having this big empty space in the middle of the room that I don't know what to do with. If anybody has any tips for me on how to not just furnish along the walls, please let me know, because I always tend to do that. So I thought I'd just add this chicken statue in the middle for no particular reason, just thought it looked quite cool. And for the kitchen downstairs I went for a equally bright colour scheme, purples and pinks for the main items, and then I decided to do a blue accent stuff. So the sink, the microwave, and the bin, I all make blue instead. I think that looks really cool. I like that you can cook looking out the window. I really like that, looking out into the garden. Obviously, there's nothing that special in the garden at the moment, but it's still nice. I added a bonsai tree. I thought that would be cute. And these little decorative knicks and knacks to go in the kitchen. I thought that looked cool as well. And the globe bar, very nice. I want one of those in my house. I think they're so cool. And then, of course, I've got to add all my usual clutter to make the house look a little more lived in. And of course, as usual, I'm using the bb.moveobjects cheat. So if you download this from the gallery, make sure to turn that on. Otherwise, those objects are going to fall from where I've put them. It's just a really good cheat, in case you don't know, that allows you to move objects without it snapping to the grid, and also lets you place them basically wherever you want, more accurately, closer together, on top of things. It's just really good and easy to use for cluttered builds. So I just add some more plants around the kitchen now, and then I start adding some of that abstract art on all of the walls, like I mentioned earlier. The sim that I was imagining to live here would be really into plants as well as art, and I think that they would just have stuff everywhere. Oh, and you know I had to include all 3 swatches of this painting. It's amazing. I want this painting in my house. I think it's so cool. And now we move on to the bathroom. Now, I am not 100% sure if I even like this bathroom. I was just experimenting. So I decided to use these matching tiles and then pink furniture inside the bathroom. I think it does look quite cool. I think it definitely suits this house, and I think it is something that whoever lives here would have. I think if you wanted to live in this house, you'd have to be the sort of person that would want really out there, different, quirky, eccentric furnishings. So it was really fun to build. So yeah, everything's pink, 2 sinks, and a bath shower. So yeah, more than enough to what you need. And I think it looks really good. I also add some artwork in here as well. All the usual clutter that you would need. Bathrobe, towel, toilet paper. This shelf with some laundry and just knickknacks on it. Stuff that's just there for show to make it look more like a real house. We're going to be moving upstairs in just a bit. So this house is actually just a 1 bathroom, 1 bedroom house. So I was kind of imagining either a single sim or maybe a couple living here, but the upstairs is definitely made for an artist. Whenever I make sims, I usually tend towards making artistic type of sims. I think it's because it's the complete opposite to how I am, but how I would really want to be. I would absolutely love if I was good at art. So this whole room that you come up to at the top of the stairs is basically like an art studio office type of area. There's everything that you need to paint. There's canvases. I thought these cork boards and whiteboards and stuff would be good for pinning up ideas, reference images, or mood boards, colour charts, stuff like that. Just put up some more cool paintings. And then I thought that this one looked really cool. It kind of looked like it was The Sims' own sketches. So I thought I'd put that and some more posters above her desk so it looked like she's just been sketching stuff and then sticking it to the wall above her desk to look at. So I thought that was quite cool. And then I added the more art above the stairs as well. And I thought that this room was quite big, so I'd just fill it with loads of artwork, loads of sculptures and stuff. So yeah, so more of those big canvases, kind of move everything along so I can fit it in nicely underneath those photos. I basically tried to find anything and everything that was vaguely art related and put it in this room. I thought that the room should be a bit messy and a bit all over the place, but I don't think I had quite enough stuff to do that. So again, massive space in the middle of the room. I don't know how to solve this problem. So I put rugs down, this little display table with some, I think I gave her a camera and a tablet, and then just some sculptures and stuff on the table. So I added this sculpture as well because I thought that was quite abstract and weird. Don't really understand what it is, but maybe my sim does. So yeah, just more cork boards and stuff to make it look like she's pinning up her ideas. And I also put in a woodworking table because artists don't have to just be painting. She could make sculptures and anything else like that. So I thought that was quite cool. There's also a bookcase, obviously, for other types of building up her skills. I keep saying her, it doesn't have to be for a girl. This is a pretty gender neutral space. It's just very colourful. And then for the bedroom, I used that really funky wallpaper, which I absolutely love. So then I kind of stuck to that pink and green colour scheme, and I just had to use that bed swatch. Absolutely. If you're making a house for an artist, don't you really have to use that one? So yeah, I stuck to the colour scheme of this room. Again, put some weird art pieces around, massive mirror, and all sorts of other cool things. Everything that you need to live comfortably. Hopefully you can get into the bed both sides. I haven't actually play tested it, but I think you should be able to. And then, of course, more artwork. And then outside on that balcony as well, I just put a couple of easels and a table and chairs, which I thought looked really nice. I love having the easels outside. I just think that's so nice, and so it's as if your sim can paint from reference, like they can paint people walking past or just like the views that they can see, which I think is really, really nice. And outside, I didn't really want to do anything too crazy because the inside was a lot. So I just thought I'd have a little patch of greenery around the side and a nice rock feature at the front. And that was pretty much it. I didn't really add anything to the back garden. And also I cut out me doing the planting because it's pretty boring to watch. There's no method to what I do. It's just that plant looks nice, I'll put it there. Yeah, so that's pretty much everything. I'll be going to screenshots shortly. So if you would like to download this house, you can find it on the gallery. My username is KTMK1. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe. I'll see you very soon in another video. So thank you very much for watching. Bye!